Microsoft is closing its Mixer service on July 22 and plans to move existing partners over to Facebook Gaming. The surprise announcement means Mixer partners and streamers will be transitioned to Facebook Gaming starting today, and Microsoft will no longer operate Mixer as a service in a month's time. Microsoft has struggled to reach the scale needed for Mixer to compete with Twitch, YouTube, and even Facebook Gaming, which has led to today's decision. Microsoft is partnering with Facebook to transition existing Mixer viewers and streamers over to Facebook Gaming in the coming weeks. On July 22, all Mixer sites and apps will automatically redirect to Facebook Gaming. Existing Mixer partners will be granted partner status with Facebook Gaming, and any streamers using the Mixer monetization program will be granted eligibility for Facebook's Level Up program. Mixer viewers with outstanding Ember balances, channel subscriptions, or Mixer Pro subscriptions will receive Xbox gift card credit. General Zhao Zongqi, head of the Western Theater Command and among the few combat veterans still serving in the People's Liberation Army, approved the operation along the contested border region of northern India and southwestern China, a source familiar with the assessment says on the condition of anonymity. Zhao, who has overseen prior standoffs with India, has previously expressed concerns that China must not appear weak to avoid exploitation by the United States and its allies, including in New Delhi, the source says, and saw the face-off last week as a way to teach India a lesson. The assessment contradicts China's subsequent assertions about what happened last week. And it indicates the deadly and contentious incident, in which at least 20 Indian and 35 Chinese troops died, and reportedly a handful on each side were captured and subsequently released, was not the result of a tense circumstance that spiraled out of control, as has happened before, but rather a purposeful decision by Beijing to send a message of strength to India. Google employees are signing an internal petition, calling on the company to stop selling technology to police departments. The letter, with the headline "No Police Contracts," began circulating last week and has been signed by more than 1,100 employees, who identify themselves as part of Googlers Against Racism. We as a society have moved past the point where saying Black Lives Matter is not enough. We need to show it in our thinking, in our words and in our actions that Black lives do matter to us, the petition says. The past weeks have seen a renewed energy and momentum fighting racism. They have also shown us that addressing racism is not merely an issue of words, but of actions taken to dismantle the actual structures that perpetuate it. While we as individuals hold difficult but necessary conversations with our family, friends and peers, we are also incredibly disappointed by our company's response. Last week, Pitchey said the company will commit $175 million towards supporting Black businesses in response to the killing of George Floyd by a police officer and the worldwide protests that followed. The company also said it plans to increase underrepresented people in its leadership and end peer-based badge checking, deferring to security teams. The U.S. Secret Service on Monday evening told members of the White House press corps to immediately leave the White House grounds. The decision came during an ongoing demonstration in Lafayette Square, across the street from the White House, where protesters were trying to bring down a statue of former President Andrew Jackson that stands in the middle of the park. Those protesters were eventually pushed back out of the park by police. The U.S. Secret Service issued a statement early Tuesday, saying 4 members of the media were misdirected to leave the White House grounds. Journalists, including 2 CNN employees, were told they had to leave the White House grounds immediately via the south side of the complex, which is not the normal entrance/exit for the press. The move to force members of the media off White House grounds is highly unusual. Typically in security situations at the White House, the press corps is locked down inside the complex. A Secret Service spokesperson said in a statement to CNN, on Monday evening, in response to the increasingly violent demonstrations in Lafayette Park, 4 members of the media were misdirected by the Secret Service to leave the White House grounds. The members of the press were rerouted to exits on the south side of the complex for their own safety.